Tulsa side?
Tulsa plays hard, aggressive defensively. They look to try to create steals. They'll play, probably 65% zone. Usually start games off in some man and then go zone, and they're deep. They play a lot of different guys. They have a lot of contributors. Tough, hard-nosed team.
They've already won at Vanderbilt. I know that Vanderbilt's not Kentucky, but the fact they've already won a road game against an SEC team, is that something you stress with your guys?
Yeah, I mean, we showed them the Vanderbilt game, and obviously, coming in here 8-2, they're a team that's a winning program, and again, I mean, we've got to come ready to play for sure.
This is your first time to play after a loss. How's practice been this week? How do you expect your guys to bounce back?
I hope we'll bounce back like we have in the past, which is with a lot of energy and a lot of determination, a lot of toughness. I hope that's how we bounce back. I wish we would have played. We lost on Saturday. I wish we would have played Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but we had a week, between games, and hopefully we still have that bad taste in our mouth, even though it's been, a little bit of time separating, between the Western game and this game.
How healthy is everybody?
100% healthy.
Mason's shoulder all right?
Mason's shoulder's all right. My brain's all right. Everybody's feeling good.
What were your main takeaways from the final minutes of the game? Anything that you do differently?
Not really. I mean, we do a lot differently because we lost. So to say no, we do everything the same would not be truthful. But Isaiah had the ball in his hands. We had a charge, and Mason had the ball in his hands, got fouled. We missed a couple free throws that were crucial. We've talked to Mason about 30-foot shot. With the tie game and trying to use his creativity off the bounce to either create for others or to create for himself and maybe put a little bit more pressure on the defense. He understands that now. It's a good learning experience. He's now had the ball in his hands twice, and I think he's a guy that creates as well as anybody on our team. And Jimmy had an offensive rebound that he just couldn't get over the lip of the rim, but we lost a game and we feel like we should have won it, and we didn't, and now all we can do is try to improve and learn and grow from some of our mistakes.
I guess I see some of the poster boards all around here with, profiling some of Tulsa's players. How long have you been doing kind of that kind of scouting?
Yeah, that's something I got from Coach Gruden when I visited Tampa's practices and kind of saw how they did their red zone and last 2-minute drills and stole a bunch of ideas from what Coach Gruden did at when I wasn't working and had enough time to go fly around and watch NFL practices.
You mean borrowed?
Borrowed, yeah. Borrowed, stole, whatever.
Stole's a bad. That's not good.
Is it almost kind of good to get a loss out of the way, like the pressure's off,
No.
there's no zero?
I mean, I wish that we were, we're a basket or 40 seconds away from being one of 7 undefeated teams, and I know people, and it's true. You can grab your team's attention after a loss, a little bit more, but certainly we as a group wish that we would have closed that game out the other night, but we didn't, and so we have to watch video, and it's painful to see some of the mistakes that we made, and everybody always points to last shot or this or that, and in reality, we did some things that we haven't done all year. Our baseline out of bounds defense was really bad, and it's been really, really great all year, but for whatever reason that game we were really poor defending on baseline out of bounds. So we grab our guys' attention and hope we're a little bit better in those type instances than we were last Saturday.
Jimmy Whitt's played those guys several times. Did he offer any insight at all? Did you learn anything?
No, I mean, Jimmy understands some of the personnel and strengths and weaknesses, and we played Tulsa last year at Nevada. So, we have our old scouting reports, but everything's kind of different and changes, and how Jimmy played stuff at SMU's, probably different than how we play it. So, but it's helpful for him to certainly feel like he knows some of the personnel on the opposition's team.
They have some players now that are playing key roles for them that were key guys last year that you kind of have already had experience against.
Yeah, Horns, last year and this year we felt like he's a guy when they need a basket, they'll get it to number 41 who plays the 3 and the 4 for them. Obviously the transfer from LSU, number 0, Rochelle, he did not play last year, but he's a really good player that's a kind of a guy who creates offense and defense for him. But Joyner played against us at the point last year, so they have a lot of pieces back, and Jackson's a guy that can really dribble, drive, and find seams in the defense, and their off guard 22 can really shoot it. We can't give him any airspace, and Carita off the bench has been out for 3 games, number 5, and he can shoot the ball well. He's a good basket cutter, so certainly they have, and they're deep. They're gonna play a lot of guys.
I saw you tweet out the Yes Sir video. Have you had a chance to talk to Coach Pittman yet, and what are your overall thoughts on the hire?
Yeah, no, it's. I don't know anything about football, but I think everybody in the department's really happy and excited, and we've left him alone. He's out recruiting and trying to get a staff together, so he certainly doesn't need to talk to the basketball coach right now. But I look forward to developing a relationship with him, and I've read and watched all the stuff you guys have done, and really intrigued with some of the things that he does recruiting, and to hear about the impact that he has with recruits' parents, and those type of things are important, and every article and every media interview that comes out, I'm sending it to our staff about him talking about relentlessly recruit, and certainly I've learned a lot from afar, watching some of the stuff that he does in a short amount of time.
You said you wish you played Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You mean like one of those days?
No, I wish we played all those days.
All those days?
Yeah, I'm not a good loser. My wife's got me sleeping in the pool house until we win again.
Western Kentucky got a lot of points in the paint. What can you take away from that, and how you guys don't let that happen again?
Yeah, I think this kind of a little bit of who we are, because especially the way we defend the 3-point line, I think even if we had, 6, 7 footers, if you're going to defend the 3 and take that away from people, it's going to be hard. You look at NBA teams, it's the same thing. Like if you're a really good take away a 3 team, you're probably giving something up. And then there's other teams that have the opposite philosophy where they really, really protect the paint, and then those teams are susceptible to 3-point shooting. Having said that, we also knew, Nikki, that like Western's a good points in the paint team against anybody they play, just because of the size, and obviously when you got a 6'11" guy like they have that can run and jump and rim runs like he does, he causes problems kind of for everybody.
Yeah, I mentioned that hear the news about Bassey. I guess he's done for the year.
Yeah, it's you never want to see another player get hurt, and he's got such a bright future, and he's on NBA draft boards, and you never want to see a guy get hurt, and for us, we need Western Kentucky to win now, and certainly wish that he was healthy, because he's he's the MVP of that league.
You mentioned Tulsa's depth. Does that change your rotations or anything?
No, we'll keep doing what we do and hope we can win.
I saw Jamario Bell knock down a couple shots just now. How's he been the last couple
Yeah,
weeks?
Jamario's been great. We need somebody in practice that's got enthusiasm and stuff like that, and he's slowly picking up some of our offensive and defensive concepts.
If you had an emergency situation and had to play him, how would you feel about that?
I know he could use some, he'd go in there and bang, and we could use his fouls for sure. He's not afraid to contact. He seeks contact even in. I'm like, Jamario, we're not going live right now, man, but he seeks contact. He's had a great attitude for sure, and I think he's made our practices a lot better.
But he can set a good pick, huh?
He sets a really good screen.
What do you think of Desi's play last night?
The thing, and I've talked to Desi about it, I've just been so impressed with how, when the shots weren't falling, he got to the basket, and now teams are kind of playing him for the dribble drive, and now that's opened up his 3-point shooting where people aren't crowding him as much. And we certainly, he had a career night the other night. Hopefully that really, really helps his confidence.
He does seem like he's knocking down some threes now.
Yeah, you look at the last 2 games, and he's shooting a good percentage, and even the ones he misses, you think they're going in.
How do you feel like these practices have been this week? Yesterday and today?
I mean, today we were a little bit, lighter than normal, but the first 2 days were pretty intense and pretty hard.
Final question? Anything?